This is the North American corner.
Yeah. Hello from North America in England.
Yes. And you've come over from Canada
to
play a tour, or is just for the Manchester Punk Festival?
So this is we're in our 5th week actually of tour. We were in Europe for about 3 weeks, and then we've been over in the UK for almost 2 weeks now. Yeah.
And how have you been finding it post-COVID with touring?
You know, it's different. Like it's there's a lot more moving parts and things to think about, and you know, every day there's like, you know, especially in Europe, you know, when we started, it was like, oh, there's, you know, promoter's sick, so this person jumps in to take on the show. The sound person is sick, so this person's taking on sound, you know. We went through that pretty much every day. But, you know, like everybody's really enthusiastic and just wants these shows to happen. You know, of course, when we all booked this 4 months ago, we kind of thought we'd be in a bit of a different spot. But ultimately, it's just about the will of the people to go forward and try to make this stuff happen if we can.
Exactly. And when you have dedicated people like have been here, it's, you know, it works because so many people here, if somebody had to fall out, someone else would definitely jump in. So I'm glad to see that's been happening for you throughout the tour. But speaking of energy, you guys are one of the few bands that look like you're just having the most brilliant time on stage. You just look so happy and so into what you're doing.
Yeah.
Is that the real passion?
Well, I think in my 20s I had the energy to do that. Now I think I just keep pushing extra hard because I never know when's the last tour. I think once you hit your 40s, you kind of go, well, I'm just going to stand there and do nothing, or I'm actually going to kind of go for it, because who knows how many of these more I have.
Yeah, true. And you don't want to be that old guy at 70 just standing there strumming. That's not your style, I can tell.
Well, it's not our style, but I guess I'll check back in 25 years and let you know how I'm doing. So
we'll be watching.
Yeah. Thank you.
And you've had some changes, some stops and starts with the band.
Yep.
How are you feeling about things as they are right now?
Oh, things are great. Yeah, we had some, founding members, the guys that have been in the band since, 97. They just decided, we hit that point in their lives when it wasn't for them anymore. And that's okay, So we took a good year to find, Ryan and Dan, who we knew already. And then it was just the process of finding out whether they're the right fit, And, but ever since then, it's been great. We've been playing quite a bit in Canada, and we've done, sort of the first of 3 Europe tours so far this year. So it's going to be busy, and everybody's, everyone's pretty tired after 5 weeks, but it's just time to go home, do some small shows, and then come back again here at the end of June.
So you really are on the road pretty much the entire year then, it sounds.
I kind of overdid it this year. I think it was kind of makeup time, so I was trying to do as much as I could. I did an acoustic tour on top of it, and I think I counted by the end of this year, I think I'll be close to 150 shows, which is, I haven't done that since about 2003, so it's, yeah.
You've earned that exhaustion, I think.
Yeah, that's right. But it's great, get it while you can.
Absolutely, absolutely. While you're still able to get out there and do it, and people still want to hear it.
Yeah.
And people totally tonight really wanted to hear it. The audience, I just loved, when I'm filming, I film the audience along with the band. Yep. Because I love to see the passion and people singing along with every song you guys did. It was beautiful. Yeah. Do you get that everywhere?
We've always been a band that's really, I feel we're lucky because, whether it's big, shows like this or even small shows in front of 30 or 40 people, the people that come to the shows are real fans. And I would rather play in front of those small shows in front of passionate fans than a bunch of disinterested people, So I've been doing this for a long time, and you really know and cherish the crowds that you have, and we're just very lucky that our crowd is so into it as they are.
And they truly are. It's one of those things for me that makes the gig when everybody is into it, and you could hear them singing along almost louder than you, which is great.
Yeah. No, it was a great show, for sure.
So what's next? What are you going to be doing with the band, aside from touring?
Yeah, so, tomorrow we have a day off, finally. And then Sunday we go down, and we're playing with Punk Rock Factory in Cardiff, their hometown. So that'll be fun. We'll do that. That's our last show on the tour. We'll go back to Canada, and we've got Pousa Fest in Montreal, and a couple of shows around that. We're bringing the Last Gang with us for that run. It's just 3 or 4 days. And then we have another run in Western Canada at the beginning of June, and then the end of June we come back for festivals. And we're here for like 6 weeks. When I say here, not the UK, but in Europe for about 6 weeks with a 2-week break in between there. So we'll be at most of the festivals, the punk festivals. So.
That sounds really nice. And you get that 2-week break so you can go and check out somewhere different and just enjoy yourself.
That's right, yeah. The idea is instead of going home, it's, bring families over and actually spend some time together, so.
Oh, that's nice. Bring them for the family European holiday.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. And how are things in Canada as far as the scene goes? Do you mostly play smaller shows, or do you play bigger shows?
It's a mix. Calgary is so far from Toronto. People kind of don't realize that it's 35 hours drive or something. So, but I would say across Canada things are really good, and we enjoy playing it, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a good, The scene is quite healthy there, I think, especially for bands that are still out there pushing hard, I don't know what it's like to start a new band and start all over again. I know what, I kind of work within the framework that I'm used to, but I book a lot of bands as well as playing in this band, and it seems like especially in Quebec and Ontario and really across Canada, like there's just people that are really into seeing international bands as well as Canadian bands.
Yeah, so you do go cross country a lot then, because
Yeah.
Canada is so massive and you're off on the West Coast.
Yeah,
and
that's right. Yeah, I mean we used to do full Vancouver to Halifax or Quebec City or something. We do the full tours. We do a lot of flying now, where it's like we'll do maybe a week in Ontario and Quebec and then go home, and that's totally reasonable. And then we'll come out and do Saskatchewan and Alberta separately and try to we don't do a lot of the 35 days across Canada tours anymore, but we do try to hit most of the places that we can, and we're going to hit quite a few this year as well. Yeah.
I'm sure your fans are going to love it, and you look exhausted. So I'm going to let you go and get some rest.
I feel exhausted. Thank you for saying.
Yes, I didn't mean you look
No.
poorly exhausted.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for talking with me.
No problem.